TEKS check correction number 5. We want to find out which parent function is represented by the following ordered pairs of the function f, and they are giving us 5 different points. You have a graph there, and we're going to plot those points on the graph in a minute, but first we're going to make this easy on ourselves, and we're going to look at our answer choices and get rid of anything that we have not seen or talked about in class before. Y equals x is certainly a function we've talked about. That's your linear parent function, so it describes all straight lines, so we've seen that. B, however, we have not talked about anything that looks like B in class before, so I'm going to cross it off. Y equals x squared, I remember talking about that in class. That's the quadratic parent function, and so I'm going to leave it. But this one down here, D, y equals the square root of x. Now, while I know you've seen the square root before of something, we haven't talked about it in class as far as parent functions go, so cross it off too. So I've narrowed it down to either y equals x or y equals x squared. So I'm going to plot these points so I can determine the shape of the graph. Because if I can find the shape of the graph, I can decide if it's a straight line or a curve, and then I'll know which parent function to choose. Now, in order for all of these points to fit on this graph right here, I'm going to have to count each one of these lines as a value of 2. So it's going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. And so things in between are my 1s. That's what we're going to have to do. Otherwise, they won't all fit. So the first point, 1, 2, go over 1 and up 2. Then this next point is negative 2, 7, so it's at negative 2, and then it's 2, 4, 6, 7. Then 4, 11 is at 2, 4, and it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Then 3, 8. Well, 3 is in the middle here, and then it goes 2, 4, 6, 8. And then negative 4, 13. Here's negative 4, and then it's at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Here it is. And if I look at those points and I try to connect them, you can see that they don't make a straight line, but they do sort of make this fun little U shape. Well, that little U shape is a curve. We call it a parabola, and it goes with the quadratic parent function. So that's the one I'm going to pick. That's the parent function that matches.